China so far has remained neutral, but is he in the business of propping up Vladimir Putin when presumably China thinks the way that the invasion of Ukraine has been handled, whether he agrees with it or not, has been catastrophic?
I think nowadays we should focus on the U.S. So actually we have to know that nowadays the U.S. is acting too hypocritical. So just like this, if Ukraine is a beauty, then the U.S. is a scummy, and the U.S. urgent the beautiful girl to break up with Russia and encourage her to fight with Russia and promised protection. But as a result, the Ukraine was beaten and many Ukrainian people died. So I often say that the peace should first keep the U.S. away. And the U.S. is the biggest troublemaker of the wars. As long as the U.S. resolves any differences, most of them will become the crisis and the disasters.
So if that is your view of what's happening in Ukraine, then let's talk a little bit about Taiwan. Because as we said earlier in the program tonight, in 2019, China made a speech when he said that the future of Taiwan and the resolution of Taiwan is not something that will be left to the next generation. Should China claim Taiwan, if necessary, and he did not rule this out, if necessary by force?
I think you cannot compare the Ukraine issues with Taiwan issues because Taiwan is a part of the China. You cannot just very simply compare. Firstly, Taiwan is a part of the China. Taiwan, but now it's a historical reason. So we didn't reunified, and all the people in China, so we believe that the reunite is necessary. It's inevitable. So I think this is the two very different things. But back to yeah.
But Wang Wen, if I could just ask you about that. Now, President Biden said that if Taiwan was co-opted, as it were, against its will, that actually he would counter that. He would come to Taiwan's aid. Do you think that's a legitimate position for Joe Biden to take, given that Taiwan wants to remain an independent from China?
I think one very obvious condition is that over the past half centuries, the U.S. has often provoked wars between neighboring country or neighboring regions in other regions. Such as Iran and Iraq, India and Pakistan. Now it's Ukraine and Russia. So that U.S. can maintain its hegemony. So we are afraid that next time it's Taiwan strict, U.S. will provoke another wars. I think that, as I said right now, just make America away with any differences. So I think Taiwan issues belong to China ourselves to solve it. So this time we can very clearly see that through the hypocrisy of the American value and the end of the American credibility. So just don't make the compare. Yeah.
快来订阅通识，按旁边小铃铛给我们点赞和分享哦。如果有什么想说的，也欢迎在下面多多留言呀。